Europe is a stunning continent where history, culture, and natural wonders come together. Picturesque cities, iconic buildings, and breathtaking landscapes captivate every traveler. In this summary, we explore 25 European countries, discovering their most beautiful sights, hidden gems, and legendary architectural masterpieces. Get ready for an exciting journey where every country offers a new adventure. Let's dive into the magical world of Europe. France, the land of romance and art, where every traveler can find their favorite. France's iconic cities, castles, and natural wonders are equally fascinating. Paris, the city of lights, where the nighttime glow of the Eiffel Tower and walks along the Seine enchant visitors. The Louvre's world-famous collections, including the Mona Lisa, are unmissable. Loire Valley, the Valley of Castles, where the elegance of Chambord and Chenonceau and the beautiful gardens captivate everyone. Provence, the land of lavender fields and medieval villages. The picturesque Avignon and the Roman amphitheater in Arles offer a special experience. French Alps, Chamonix and Annecy's crystal-clear lakes and ski slopes are perfect for winter sports enthusiasts. Conquering Mont Blanc is a challenge for adventurers. Italy, the land of history, art, and gastronomy, where every city is a living museum. Italy's cultural heritage and natural beauty are equally enchanting. Rome, the eternal city, where the Colosseum, the Roman Forum, and the Vatican reflect the glory of the Roman Empire. The Trevi Fountain and the Spanish Steps create a romantic atmosphere. Florence, the cradle of the Renaissance, where the Duomo, the Uffizi Gallery, and Michelangelo's David are unmissable. Venice, the city of canals, where St. Mark's Square, the Rialto Bridge, and gondola rides offer unforgettable experiences. Tuscany, among the vineyards and hills, Siena, Pisa, and San Gimignano's medieval cities await visitors. Cinque Terre and Amalfi Coast. Colorful villages, steep cliffs, and the blue sea make these coasts the most beautiful in Italy. Spain, the land of flamenco and tapas, where historic cities and the Mediterranean lifestyle meet. Spain's cultural diversity captivates everyone. Madrid, the Royal Palace and the Prado Museum, home to masterpieces by Goya and Velázquez. The bustling streets of Retiro Park and Gran Via are unmissable. Barcelona, Gaudi's masterpieces, including the Sagrada Familia and Park Güell, offer a unique sight. La Rambla and Barceloneta Beach are perfect for a day of sightseeing. Andalusia, the Moorish palaces of Seville, the Alhambra fortress in Granada, and the Mosque Cathedral of Córdoba are marvels of Moorish Spanish architecture. Valencia, the futuristic city of arts and sciences and the traditional paella make the city famous. Basque Country, San Sebastian's golden beaches and Bilbao's Guggenheim Museum are must-see attractions. Portugal, the land of Fado and the ocean, where medieval cities and rugged coastlines enchant travelers. Portugal's historic sites and natural beauty are equally astonishing. Lisbon, the capital on the banks of the Tagus River, where the Belém Tower and the Jerónimos Monastery evoke the age of discoveries. The trams in the picturesque Alfama district are unmissable. Porto, the city along the Douro River, where wine cellars and the Luís Rei Bridge offer iconic views. Sintra, the colorful Pena Palace and the mystical gardens of Quinta da Regaleira are straight out of a fairy tale. Algarve, sandy beaches like Praia da Marinha and rugged coves are perfect for a summer getaway. Azores, crater lakes, hot springs, and whale watching await adventurers. Greece, the land of ancient myths and Aegean islands, where history and turquoise seas meet. Greece's temples, monasteries, and picturesque landscapes are equally enchanting. Athens, the Acropolis and the Parthenon are the peaks of classical Greek architecture. The narrow streets of the Plaka district and the Monastiraki market show the city's vibrant life. Santorini, the blue dome churches and the sunsets in Oia are world famous. The volcanic beaches and views of the caldera are breathtaking. Meteora, monasteries perched atop rocks, many of which are accessible only by suspension bridges. A perfect harmony of spiritual and natural experiences. Crete, the Palace of Knossos and the Samaria Gorge offer historical and natural adventures. Ionian Islands, the crystal-clear waters and green hills of Corfu, Zakynthos, and Kefalonia are perfect for sailing tours. Croatia, the jewel of the Adriatic, where history and natural beauty live in perfect harmony. Croatia's islands, coastlines, and medieval cities captivate every visitor. Dubrovnik, known as the Pearl of the Adriatic, where medieval city walls, the Stradon Promenade, and the Lovrijenac Fortress offer breathtaking views. It also served as a filming location for Game of Thrones. Plitvice Lakes, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, where turquoise lakes and 16 cascading waterfalls create a fairy tale world. Walking on the wooden paths brings you closer to nature's wonders. Split, a city built around the Roman Emperor Diocletian's palace, where the Peristyle Square and the Cathedral of St. Domnius are must-see attractions. Var Island, famous for its lavender fields and beaches, with a panorama from Var Fortress that is truly unparalleled. Kirka National Park, known for its waterfalls, where you can swim in the crystal-clear waters of Skredinsky Book. Austria, the land of mountains, music, and castles, where history and natural beauty go hand in hand. Austria's cities and alpine landscapes are equally enchanting. Vienna, the city of imperial splendor, where Schönbrunn Palace, St. Stephen's Cathedral, and the Hofburg Palace are unmissable. The opera and the elegance of the Ringstrasse are a paradise for music lovers. Salzburg, the birthplace of Mozart, where Hohensalzburg Fortress and Mirabell Gardens are city icons. Strolling along the Salzach River and the Baroque architecture offer a magical experience. Hallstatt, a picturesque lakeside village where salt mines and the Glacier Museum, along with the reflection of the mountains in the lake, offer unparalleled views. Innsbruck, the capital of the Alps, where ski slopes and the Hofburg Palace make winter experiences complete. Washoe Valley, a wine region along the Danube, where Melk Abbey and wine cellars create a special atmosphere. Switzerland, the land of mountains and lakes, where glaciers, chocolate, and watches reflect Swiss precision. Switzerland's natural wonders and historic cities are equally impressive. Zermatt, a ski paradise at the foot of the Matterhorn, where the cogwheel train and the Gornergrat viewpoint offer breathtaking panoramas. Lake Geneva, the largest lake in Europe, where Chillon Castle and the city of Montreux provide picturesque views. The Jet d'Eau fountain is an iconic symbol of Geneva. Zurich, Switzerland's largest city, where the luxury shops of Bahnhofstrasse and the medieval streets of the Old Town coexist perfectly. Lucerne, the Chapel Bridge and the cogwheel train to Mount Pilatus provide unforgettable experiences. Interlaken, the gateway to the Jungfrau region, where glaciers and mountain lakes invite adventure. Germany, the land of medieval castles and modern cities, where beer festivals and fairy tale castles are equally unmissable. Germany's history and natural beauty are equally enchanting. Berlin, the city of history, where the Brandenburg Gate, the Reichstag, and the Berlin Wall Memorial are must-see attractions. The Museum Island and the bustling Alexanderplatz create a special atmosphere. Munich, the Bavarian capital, where Marienplatz, Nymphenburg Palace, and Oktoberfest celebrate tradition. Neuschwanstein Castle, the inspiration for Disney fairy tales, where the Bavarian Alps and the castle's towers create a dreamlike vision. Black Forest, the land of winding roads, the Triberg waterfalls, and cuckoo clocks. The Titisee Lake and the mountain villages radiate a romantic atmosphere. Rhine Castles, the castles and vineyards between Koblenz and Mainz transport visitors to a medieval world. Czech Republic, the land of medieval castles and Gothic churches, where beer halls and ornate palaces create a special atmosphere. The historical cities and spas of the Czech Republic are equally enchanting. Prague, the city of 100 spires, where Charles Bridge, the Old Town Square, and Prague Castle offer a fairy tale vision. The astronomical clock and the banks of the Vltava River create a unique atmosphere. Karlovy Vary, the city of spas, where colonnades and thermal springs offer a relaxing experience. Liqueurs and crystal craftsmanship are world famous. Český Krumlov, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, where winding streets, the castle, and the Moldau River create a special atmosphere. Kutna Hora, the Bone Church and St. Barbara's Cathedral's Gothic beauty are both eerie and stunning. Moravian Karst, a world of caves, underground lakes, and stalactites, where the Makocha Gorge invites adventure. Poland, a land of history and natural beauty, where medieval cities, spa towns, and mountainous landscapes captivate visitors. Poland's rich cultural heritage and diverse landscapes are equally impressive. Krakow, the cultural capital of Poland, where the main market square, Rynek Główny, is the largest medieval square in Europe. The Gothic towers of St. Mary's Basilica and Wawel Castle are unmissable. The Wieliczka salt mine and Auschwitz Memorial bear significant historical value. Warsaw, the rebuilt Old Town, the Royal Castle, and the Wilanów Palace reflect the meeting of history and modernity. The Copernicus Science Center and the Lazienki Park offer unique experiences. Masurian Lakes, a region with over 2,000 lakes, canals, and dense forests, perfect for sailing and fishing. Gdańsk, a port city on the Baltic Sea, where the Długi Targ Promenade, the Neptune Fountain, and the brick St. Mary's Church are stunning. Tatra Mountains, Zakopane, and the Morskie Oko Lake are a paradise for hikers, offering picturesque views of snow-capped peaks and alpine lakes. Hungary, the land of Danube panoramas, thermal baths, and historic castles. Hungary's cultural richness and natural beauty captivate every visitor. Budapest, known as the Queen of the Danube, where the Parliament Building, Chain Bridge, and Fisherman's Bastion are iconic sites. The Buda Castle District, St. Stephen's Basilica, and Gellert Baths are must-visit attractions. The ruin bars and the lively Váci Street offer a unique experience. Lake Balaton, the largest lake in Central Europe, where the Tihany Abbey, Badacsony wine region, and Siofok beaches are popular. Sailing and wine festivals offer a special experience. Tokai wine region, the land of Azu wines, where historic wine cellars and walks along the Bodrog River promise a relaxing getaway. Eger, known for its castle, the minaret, and the wine cellars of Sepasoni Völd, Valley of the Beautiful Women. Hortobaj, the largest steppe in Europe, where the 9-hole bridge and horseman shows bring Hungarian plains traditions to life. Romania, the land of Carpathian legends, medieval castles, and mystical Transylvanian villages. Romania's historic cities and natural wonders are equally enchanting. Bucharest, known as the Little Paris, where the Palace of the Parliament, the second largest administrative building in the world, and Stavropoleos Monastery are must-sees. The Sismidiu Park and the Old Town radiate a romantic atmosphere. Brashov, home to the Black Church, medieval city walls, and panoramic views from Mount Tampa. Bran Castle, known as Dracula's Castle, where the medieval interiors and Carpathian scenery create a haunting atmosphere. Sinea, the Pelish Castle, a jewel of the Carpathians, where neo-Renaissance architecture and mountain landscapes form a perfect harmony. Danube Delta, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, where birdwatching and boat trips along the channels offer unparalleled natural experiences. Bulgaria, the land of Black Sea coasts, rose fields, and monasteries. Bulgaria's historic cities and natural treasures are equally enchanting. Sofia, the Alexander Nevsky Cathedral, Vitosha Mountain, and the Rotunda of St. George are must-see attractions. The city's Roman ruins and parks create a special atmosphere. Plovdiv, one of Europe's oldest cities, where the ancient amphitheater, Kapana district, and Roman stadium are fascinating sights. Rila Monastery, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, where frescoes and forested mountains provide a unique spiritual experience. Varna, the Pearl of the Black Sea, known for its seaside promenades and the Dolphinarium. Valley of Roses, in Kazanlak, where the rose fields and the Rose Oil Museum offer a unique experience. Netherlands, the land of canals, windmills, and tulip fields. The Netherlands' historic cities, modern architecture, and natural beauty are equally captivating. Amsterdam, the Rijksmuseum, Van Gogh Museum, and Anne Frank House are must-visits. Canal cruises and the atmosphere of the Jordan district are unique experiences. Rotterdam, a city of modern architecture, where the Erasmus Bridge and cube houses offer remarkable sights. Keukenhof, the world's largest flower garden, where walks among tulip fields and windmills provide a breathtaking experience. The Hague, the city of peace, home to the International Court of Justice and the miniature city of Madurodam. Giethoorn, known as the Dutch Venice, where canals, thatched roof houses, and tranquility create perfect harmony. Belgium, the land of chocolate, beer, and medieval cities, where Gothic cathedrals and picturesque canals create a unique atmosphere. Belgium's cultural richness and architectural beauty are truly impressive. Brussels, the capital city, where the Grand Place Square, Atomium, and Mannequin Peace statue are iconic landmarks. The Royal Palace and the Parliamentarium reflect the city's historical and political significance. Bruges, known as the Venice of the North, where canals, the Belfort Tower, and the Beginhof Convent radiate a special medieval charm. The chocolate shops and cobblestone streets are enchanting. Ghent, home to Gravenstein Castle, St. Bavo's Cathedral, and the Grassley Quay, all of which are stunning. The city's nighttime illumination is breathtaking. Antwerp, the diamond trade capital, where the Cathedral of Our Lady and the ornate buildings of Grote Markt are must-see attractions. Dinant, a city on the banks of the Meuse River, where the Citadel and St. Nicholas Cathedral offer picturesque views. Norway, the land of fjords and the northern lights, where glaciers, picturesque villages, and wild landscapes are stunning. Norway's natural wonders and historical sites are equally impressive. Oslo, home to the Viking Ship Museum, the Opera House, and Akershus Fortress, offering both historical and modern attractions. The sculptures of Vigeland Park and the museums on Big Doy Peninsula are must-sees. Bergen, the colorful Briggen Wharf, the Floybanen funicular, and the fish market offer picturesque views. The 7 mountains surrounding the city and the nearby fjords ensure a special experience. Geirangerfjord, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, where the Seven Sisters Waterfall and Trollsteigen Road offer fairy tale-like views. Boat trips on the fjord are unforgettable. Lofoten Islands, known for their sharp peaks, fishing villages, and white sandy beaches that create a striking contrast. Observing the northern lights here is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Tromsø, the capital of the Northern Lights, where snowmobile tours and ice hotels beyond the Arctic Circle invite adventure. Sweden, the land of lakes, forests, and islands, where historic cities and modern Scandinavian design create a unique atmosphere. Sweden's natural beauty and cultural richness are equally impressive. Stockholm, the Swedish capital, where the narrow streets of Gamla Stan, Old Town, the Royal Palace, and the Vasa Museum are unmissable. The museums on Djurgården Island and boat trips offer a special experience. Gothenburg, the port city where the wooden houses of the Haga district, the Liseberg amusement park, and the untouched islands offer unique views. Malmö, home to the turning torso skyscraper, the Öresund Bridge, and Malmö Castle, presenting both the city's modern and historical sides. Kiruna, known for its ice hotels and reindeer safaris, offering magical experiences on the northern lights-lit nights of Lapland. Visby, a medieval city on Gotland Island, where city walls and ruined churches are must-see sights. Finland, the land of lakes, forests, and Arctic experiences, where saunas and the magic of winter enchant everyone. Finland's natural treasures and modern architecture are equally impressive. Helsinki, the Senate Square, the Rock Church, and the Sibelius Monument are unmissable landmarks. The seaside promenades and Suomenlinna Fortress create a special atmosphere. Rovaniemi, the home of Santa Claus and the Arctic Circle experience, where reindeer safaris and ice huts invite adventure. Tampere, a city of museums and industrial buildings where the Tampere Theater and the Näsenula Observation Tower offer unique views. Turku, known for its medieval castle and boat trips among the islands, perfect for history and nature enthusiasts. Lake Saimaa, the largest lake in Europe, popular for boating and fishing alike. Denmark, the land of Scandinavian design and Hanseatic cities, where castles, coastal cottages, and modern architecture are stunning. Denmark's historic cities and natural beauty are equally enchanting. Copenhagen, the colorful houses of Nyhavn, the Little Mermaid statue, and the Tivoli Gardens are must-see attractions. Christiansborg Palace and Amalienborg royal residence symbolize the Danish monarchy. Aarhus, home to the Den Gamle by Open Air Museum and Marselisborg Palace, the city's historical and cultural centers. Odense, the birthplace of Hans Christian Andersen, where the H.C. Andersen Museum and medieval streets radiate a special atmosphere. Roskilde, home to the Viking Ship Museum and Roskilde Cathedral, part of the Viking heritage. Bornholm, an island in the Baltic Sea where Hammershus Fortress and white sandy beaches are a paradise for nature lovers. Ireland, the land of green meadows, legends, and pubs, where medieval castles, wild coastlines, and Celtic traditions offer a unique experience. Ireland's natural beauty and historic cities are equally breathtaking. Dublin, the capital city, home to Trinity College Library, the Guinness Storehouse, and the pubs of Temple Bar. St. Patrick's Cathedral and Dublin Castle reflect the city's historical significance. Cliffs of Moher, an iconic site on the west coast, where 214-meter-high cliffs rise above the vast Atlantic Ocean. Walking trails in the visitor center offer stunning panoramas. Ring of Kerry, a scenic route where the lakes of Killarney National Park, Muckross House, and wild coastlines are equally captivating. Galway, the city of arts, where the colorful houses of the Latin Quarter and the Salt Hill Promenade create a unique atmosphere. Connemara, the land of mountains and bogs, where Kylemore Abbey and coastal villages provide an authentic Irish experience. Scotland, the land of castles, lochs, and highlands, where medieval cities, whiskey distilleries, and mystical legends meet. Scotland's natural beauty and historical sites are equally enchanting. Edinburgh, the capital city where Edinburgh Castle, the Royal Mile, and Holyrood House Palace are must-see attractions. The viewpoint at Arthur's Seat offers breathtaking panoramas. Loch Ness, the legendary lake, where the ruins of Urquhart Castle and boat tours create a unique atmosphere. The legend of the Loch Ness Monster adds to the mystery. Glencoe, a wild valley in the Scottish Highlands, where mountaineering and hiking are unmissable. The hillsides and waterfalls offer fairy tale-like views. Isle of Skye, home to the fairy pools, the Quiraing, and the Talisker Whiskey Distillery, all must-see attractions on the island. Stirling, home to the William Wallace Monument and Stirling Castle, key sites in Scottish history. England, the land of medieval castles and modern cities, where history and culture meet. England's iconic buildings and picturesque landscapes are equally impressive. London, the capital of the United Kingdom, where the Tower of London, Buckingham Palace, and Westminster Abbey are iconic landmarks. The British Museum and the London Eye offer unique experiences. Stonehenge, the mysterious stone circle with thousands of years of history and a mystical atmosphere. The visitor center offers an interesting insight into the origins of the stones. Cotswolds, picturesque English countryside villages like Bybury and Bourton-on-the-Water, where stone cottages and green fields offer idyllic views. Oxford and Cambridge, the world's most famous university cities, where medieval colleges, the Bodleian Library, and punting on the River Thames are unmissable. Bath, the city of Roman baths, where Georgian architecture and Bath Abbey radiate a special atmosphere. Iceland, the land of volcanoes, geysers, and ice caves, where natural wonders and wild landscapes are breathtaking. Iceland's hot springs and scenic waterfalls invite adventure. Reykjavik, the northernmost capital in the world, home to Hallgrímskirkja Church, the Harpa Concert Hall, and the Old Harbor. Blue Lagoon, a geothermal spa where the contrast of turquoise water and black lava rocks offers a unique experience. Gullfoss Waterfall, the Golden Waterfall, where the meeting of ice and water offers a stunning sight. The nearby geyser geothermal area is also unmissable. Jökulsárlón, a glacial lake where floating icebergs and black sand beaches create a striking contrast. Thingvellir National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, where the meeting of continental plates and Althing, the world's oldest parliament, can be found. Estonia, the land of medieval city walls and Baltic Sea coastlines, where historic cities and untouched forests create a unique atmosphere. Estonia's natural beauty and architectural wonders are equally impressive. Tallinn, a medieval old town where Toompea Castle, Alexander Nevsky Cathedral, and the Town Hall Square are must-sees. The cobblestone streets and medieval charm offer a unique experience. Lahemaa National Park, a land of coastal cliffs, bogs, and castles where hiking and birdwatching offer unique experiences. Tartu, a university city where the Tuumamägi Hill and the Baroque buildings of the Old Town radiate a special atmosphere. Saaremaa, the largest island in the Baltics, home to Kuressaare Castle and windmills, which are iconic sites of the island. Narva, the Narva Castle and the proximity of the Russian border adds significant historical value to the city. The northern and western regions of Europe hide unique natural wonders and historic cities. Which country would you most like to visit among these? Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.